That him? That him? Mike returned the. Oh shit, what's even going on, bro? Like, what is this? Just open the door, man. I'm ready. Please book him properly this time. I knew it. Like, they showed the logo, right? But Triple H does this. He does stuff after the logo, just fake us out. I've seen Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Oh shit. Oh shit. No way, bro. Nice. Okay. This pay-per-view needed this, man. New mask. Holy shit, indeed. The Fiend is back, and he looks like that Giga Chad meme right now. I'm digging it. Wait, what am... Damn! Why am I so... I don't even know. Triple W. The light was a little... It went out a little early, his light. Triple W does it again, man. Holy shit. Hello there. My name is Kero, and tonight I'm gonna talk about WWE Extreme Rules 2022. It happened, and it needed to happen. The Fiend, or the Giga Chad, or Mike Returnda, or I guess Bray Wyatt is back. And yeah, I don't know if he could do this any better. But like I said, it needed to happen because without the return of the Fiend, this pay-per-view is at most 5 out of 10. With this return, I'd say it's a 6, 7. It's a lot better, and it's something that we're gonna remember. We're gonna look back years from now on. So, I mean, what's there to talk about? Let's start with the first 4 matches. The first match was the tag team match, the Donnybrook match. Again, it was between Sheamus, his team, and Imperium, so it was good. They're always good with it. So that was good. And then we had the second match, and I was always alright with Liv Morgan. Wasn't really a huge fan of hers, but with this match, I'm completely done with Liv Morgan. Holy hell, was she bad. I mean, sure, he was wrestling with Ronda Rousey, right? Ronda Rousey isn't good at all, but goddamn, still, Liv Morgan was really like, she fell off. She completely fell off for me with this pay-per-view, and she lost the title. That's good, because I didn't know she was this... I'm just gonna come out and say it. I didn't know she was this bad at wrestling, and it still amazes me that a lot of people, you know, at least Liv Morgan, I don't know how long she's been wrestling for, but you're wrestling in the WWE. You have the chance to train, pick the minds of geniuses every single second, right? With a phone call. And you can become the best at your craft. And I don't know, you're botching, like, you can't even put the chair right. You don't even hit your opponent right. Like, that's shit we see on the indies. Anyways, the worst match of the night. And then it didn't get better. I mean, what did we have after that? I'm just trying to... Let me go take a look, actually. Right, okay. After that, we had Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre in a strap match. And the only good, like, part was Drew McIntyre just whipping the hell out of Karrion Kross. And when Karrion Kross tried to whip Drew McIntyre, it didn't make sense. It didn't look that good, sound that good either. And like the beginning of the match was really problematic. Like, what are you doing? The referee is again sleeping. Completely fucking asleep, doing nothing. You completely bury the referee. I don't know what you're doing. Like, why is this match legal now? You beat him up for 2 minutes. The ref didn't even try. Not for a millisecond try to separate the two. Nothing. It was just like, I don't know. Yeah, a biggest problem, I guess, was tonight was, you know, because it's Extreme Rules, how do you keep it believable? And this strap match was not only not that believable, especially the beginning part, but throughout it was just slow, and I was waiting for something big to happen towards the end. It just didn't. Pepper spray, like I said, I'm not too big on Karrion Kross. Wasn't too big on him when he was in NXT, you know, doing his best stuff in the WWE. I don't know. He's in trouble, I think. I don't know what he can do, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to become an actual main eventer, you know? Maybe they'll try him as a main eventer, just like they tried to give the title to Liv Morgan, right? But I'm not so sure if he's gonna be able to survive or get the reaction that the WWE is looking for. But while I was watching this match, because it's been a while since I've watched like a pay-per-view, sat down and just from beginning to finish, without paying attention to anything else, I watched the pay-per-view and I saw Drew McIntyre, and again, like, okay, yeah, like Drew McIntyre is much more a star. The way he reacts, the way he does the moves, interacts with the crowd. His facials, everything is great about Drew McIntyre. So he's gonna be fine, but Karrion Kross, man, good luck. This match, the finish was pepper spray. All right, I mean, Karrion had to win somehow, so yeah. But as you can see, the first match was good, and then we had a bad match, really bad, one of the worst I've seen, right? And I couldn't skip it either, so that made it even worse. And then we had Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross. Again, pretty bad. It's not, not a botch fest like Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey was, but anyways. And next we had Bianca Belair and Bayley, which thankfully that was better. I actually liked Bianca Belair just trying to win all the time, right? She doesn't move, tries to climb the ladder and win, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? This is a ladder match, climb the ladder and win. AEW, hello? Anyway, I can do this all day. I can relate stuff to AEW all day, because just remember the last two or whatever ladder matches in AEW. Nobody cares about winning, and that makes them look like absolute idiots. But anyways, I like that Bianca Belair actually tried to win. Bayley actually tried to win. The last spot was a bit iffy. I mean, why did Bayley take the ladder? She didn't try to do anything with it. She didn't let it go. She just literally helped herself in the process of herself getting destroyed. She literally assisted that. That didn't make much sense. At least the spot looked brutal. The match in general was fun, because Bayley knows how to wrestle, and Bianca, I think, also is a star. So they went by and coasted through this. It wasn't a great match. It wasn't a bad match. It was just good. Oh, of course, the one good spot was Bianca Belair did the double KOD. Always appreciate seeing stuff like that. And it's gonna look real good in the highlight reels, but while I was watching it live, if you did the same, she took 10 hours to set it up, or maybe I don't know whose fault was it exactly. It could be Io as well, but just besides the fact that it took 10 hours to set up, when she hit the move, it looked good, and she got the right reaction for it. So let's just move on with that. Anyways, then we had the best match of the night, and if I remember correctly, this was also my most anticipated match of the night anyways. And this was really good. This is easily the best match of the night. Edge versus Finn Balor. I quit, and Edge had to quit. Not because he was scared for himself, but he was scared for his wife. This was one of the most common theories of how Edge was gonna lose, and I predicted that Edge would quit as well, because like I said, he says all the time that he likes Finn Balor, he wants to work with him and all that. So him putting Balor over here didn't shock me too much. However, obviously this rivalry will continue after what happened at the end, where Beth Phoenix got concertoed by Rhea Ripley. So this is going until WrestleMania, I feel like, and there Edge might literally just kill Finn Balor. I'm not sure. Yeah, Finn Balor may have won this battle, but the war may go to Edge. But the story, everything. I mean, again, Edge is way too old now. He can't do anything, and he doesn't need to do anything. This is it, man. I mean, this is, again, just like, Gunther, or however you pronounce his name. His matches, just play with the crowd, interact with the crowd, just tell a story. You don't have to do 1,000 flips. And actually, most of the pay-per-view was built upon this idea. Anyways, this match was awesome. Edge got handcuffed. His back was turned to the Judgment Day. He was inside the ring. All three of them smiling like hyenas. Edge knows oh shit, I'm screwed. One thing I wish they did a little differently though, just a small adjustment. Actually, two things. One was before all three attacked Edge for the first time while he was handcuffed, Finn Balor could have asked the referee, go ask him, is he gonna give up? And Edge could have said a cool one-liner, and then they would get angry and beat the hell out of Edge. And the second nitpick here is Finn Balor took 3 spears. And after he took 3 spears, 1 minute later, he was up doing 3 finishers back to Edge. He wasn't even holding his gut or anything. He wasn't selling it. If it was 1 spear, even that would bug me, because like I said, it just happened so quickly. It was back up like nothing happened. But 3 spears? Otherwise, the match was so well thought out. I loved every single second of it. When we say storytelling, when people talk about storytelling, this is it. This is what I want to see, This match might go too far in the direction of sports entertainment, but as long as the story being told is good, I like it. But Walter, Gunter, his matches, like as far as pure professional wrestling goes, I like, yeah, it's just perfect. Just have actually Edge and Gunter. Imagine the stories they could tell, and I think this is not too unlikely. This might happen. Edge would absolutely love to work with Gunter for sure, and they could just have a hell of a feud in a match. But anyways, great. I loved every single second of this. Like when the handcuffs came in, I was hooked. I mean, like Dominic Mysterio beat the hell out of Rey Mysterio. Like there was so much shit happening. Michael Cole, like cussed out the Judgment Day at the end there. No AJ, by the way, which is interesting. I guess we're gonna see that continue in the weekly shows. So, okay. Anyways, we get to the main event after this. 6 matches, by the way, which is something that I really, really like. So the show doesn't go for 10 hours. Every pay-per-view should be like this, maybe except for WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble, because WrestleMania is WrestleMania and Royal Rumble. One Royal Rumble match already takes like an hour, so I can understand a Royal Rumble pay-per-view being like 4 hours, for example. But still, this is the sweet spot, honestly. Anyways, the main event of the evening was the first ever fight pit match in the main roster, or on the main roster, and it was okay. I mean, they did everything they could in the match. I feel like the in-ring action was very different. It was obviously not a wrestling match. They didn't grab a headlock, right? No wrestling holds. They really did like imitate a UFC match, right? Especially at the beginning. Seth Rollins tried to go for takedowns. They were like kicking their legs, checking each other. And then they climbed the top, had a bunch of action going on there, but nothing really memorable until Seth Rollins gets RKO'd on the top section. He falls down slowly, and Riddle just looks around. I'm doing it. He does it from the top all the way down to the ring. He does a Broton, a Senton, and he screams like hell. He sold it more than Seth Rollins did, honestly. But that spot was awesome. That spot, was worthy of Extreme Rules for sure. Loved it. And then they kept fighting. They both got up at like 7 or 8, and they just kept fighting like crazy. And then for the second time, Matt Riddle jumped up for a triangle choke. He got it, and he just didn't let it go. Seth Rollins smashed him to the cage, to the canvas, to every single part of the ring or the fight pit he could find. Riddle would just not give up. And I've been in many, many triangle chokeholds in my life. So, I mean, it was good. It really felt like, an amalgamation, a mix between pro wrestling and MMA. Of course, if you're in that, triangle choke for that amount of time, you're tapping out. No exceptions. And I thought Seth Rollins would just pass out, right? But he actually really just pathetically tapped out. But yeah. I could relate, honestly. I like that finish because I could relate. I've been in that situation many times myself. Maybe if that wasn't the case, maybe I wouldn't relate so much to the finish, and maybe I'd say, this was really not a great finish. But it doesn't matter, because I think Triple H and the rest of the creative team knew exactly what they were doing. They knew they could end this match any way they wanted, because at the end of the day, we're gonna get The Fiend. He's back, and like I said in my last video, I really didn't like The Fiend. Really didn't like his last run when he lost to Seth Rollins. When he lost to Goldberg, I completely checked out. Didn't care what he had to say, what he had to do. It was a complete waste of time. Now, not so much, because I know, at least I'm hoping and thinking, that Triple H will actually make The Fiend mean something. The Fiend will actually be a threat. He will win matches. He will actually do some interesting stuff that we can care about. So right now I'm excited. I'm real excited to see what he's gonna do. He had the Giga Chad mask, like I said, and then he just removed it. So we saw his real face in God knows how long. So I guess Bray Wyatt is back, and he had the his bunny, his witch, and all that. No Vince McMahon coming back to life though. Yeah, interesting. I think he's gonna have a stable. And the drafts are coming up. I feel like Judgment Day will go to one draft, and Fiend's stable will go to the other draft. And yeah, like we just know that the Fiend is here, and the bunny and all of his dolls in the Firefly Funhouse, they seem to have come alive. And I heard that Bray Wyatt actually wanted to do this earlier in his career when Vince McMahon was in control, but was like, shut the hell up, bro, I don't give a damn, I hate you, you're just gonna do what I tell you to do. So he finally has the chance to go crazy now with creative, and Triple H will make sure to also point him at the right direction. And yeah, it's good, it's very promising, and I'm sure we're gonna get a follow-up on this on the next Raw, or at the latest the next SmackDown. Like overall, it was a fun experience. They ended it real well, so we're gonna remember this pay-per-view being real good. Can't say much about it. Like I said, if I had to give this a score, I'd give it 6, 7. If all the matches were good, we can go to 8, 9 territory. And if all the matches were perfect, that's like when I gave it 10. But it was not average, better than average. It was a good show. It was a good show. I recommend watching the first match. I recommend watching Finn Balor and Edge for sure. And I recommend watching the ending. The other ones you can, watch the highlights. You don't really have to watch them in full. But those things that I just recommended, if you haven't watched it yet, find a way to watch them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I need your help. And other than that, I got nothing else to say. So this has been Kero, and I'll see you on the next one.